Good day everyone. In this video, I will discuss to you military courtesy and discipline. Courtesy is simply the display of good manners and politeness in dealing with other people. Conveys respect from both subordinate and senior to each other. So, ang courtesy pumapasok. I'll give you a good example of courtesy. So, nung kayo'y mga bata pa. So, ating mga mentor with regards to courtesy sa paggalang ay definitely ay ang ating mga magulang. Ang ating mga lolo't lola. To those who are going to church, siyempre yung mga pare ay nagbibigay sila ng mga advice kung paano ang paggalang, yung mga pastor. So, yun ang ating mga mentors nung araw. So that is in civilian life, which is different from military courtesy. Ang military courtesy naman ay these are the acts of politeness, civility, and respect that personnel in the military organization occurred to one another, just like in the civilian world. So military courtesies serves to smooth the personal relationship among men and the profession of arms. As a soldier, you must be thoroughly familiar with the different forms of military courtesy. You have to learn to practice them wholeheartedly and insist that your fellow soldiers do the same. So, meaning to say that in military, the senior must be respect by the junior officers. By and by, we will discuss on how military courtesy applied the officers down to the lower officers, down to the junior officers. Dapat ang paggalang mo ay comes from your heart. Learn to practice them wholeheartedly. So, kung anong pinakita mong paggalang sa kapwa mo sundalo, ay ganun din siya. So, ganun yon. That is military courtesy. So, military discipline is necessary to ensure orderly and effective group action. This is commonly known as teamwork. Teamwork is particularly important in military operation, where its presence or lack of it may spell the difference between victory or defeat. Meaning, pag wala ang disiplina sa isang troops in military operation, ibig sabihin, maaaring their objective, hindi nila makukuha ang kanilang objectives. Because wala silang teamwork, and especially merong iba na hindi nag-acquire ng self-discipline. So yun. Hindi sila magtatagumpay sa kanilang mga misyon. So, ibig sabihin, discipline and teamwork must be present so that their objectives will be succeed. With discipline, everybody learned the sense of obligation to himself and to his group, to his superiors, and to the entire organization where he belongs. He also realized that he is a member of a team, organized, trained, and equipped for the purpose of engaging and defeating the enemies of the state. Kung ikaw ang isang sundalo na may disiplina sa sarili, ay alam mo na ikaw ay belong sa isang team alam mo yung tasking, alam mo yung designation mo, organized and trained ka and equipped for engaging and defeating the enemies. So yun yun. So as a soldier, as a member of the, for example, you are a member of the platoon while in operation. Halimbawa, ikaw ay gunner ka, automatic, yung automatic rifleman. If you have a tasking, definitely, dapat kung mayroong ang self-discipline ay gagampanan mo yun. Dahil, if you will not do that, malamang na ang inyong operation ay mabibigo. Dahil, pag ang isang member ay hindi niya ginawa ang kanyang tasking, definitely lahat damay. Yun yun. Kaya tinatawag natin na discipline. Discipline is more important. And teamwork. So yun yun. Now, really all aspects of military life are affected by discipline. We hear of fire discipline, water discipline, supply discipline. So, dito pumapasok yung sa fire discipline naman, ito yung tinatawag na during operation, pag sinabi ng commander, okay, fire discipline, ibig sabihin, magtitipid kayo sa mga ammunition nyo. Diba? Huwag kayong basta paputok ng paputok. So, ganun yun, fire discipline. So, dito naman yung water discipline. Ibig sabihin, water discipline, during operation, halimbawa, nasa bundok halimbawa, isang platoon kayo, nasa bundok. Ibig sabihin, mayroon kayong mga daladalang tubig. Ang tubig nyo ay nasa ano lang yan, yung may lalagyan lang kayo ng tubig. Sabihin, pag sinabing water discipline, ay magtitipid kayo sa tubig. Yun yun. Water discipline yun. So yun, doon papasok yung disiplina. Next is the customs of the service. It is the body of unwritten or common law of the armies, navies, and air force. So, ang ibig sabihin nito, customs of the service, customs include such things as responding to a senior officer's presence, recognizing the officer's rank or position of honor, correctly using military titles, wearing headgears, saluting appropriately, reporting correctly, and honoring nation and army symbol and music. So, custom of the service. Ibig sabihin dito yung proper wearing of uniforms, then responding to the higher officers, the officers, recognizing the officer's rank. So, kung ang kaharap mo ay lieutenant, ikaw ay isang sarhento lang, definitely, you will render a salute. Moral, the term may be defined as the mental state and spirit of an individual or unit. Moral, generally defined as is a state of mind that either encourages or impedes action. These conditions, in turn, directly relate to the true courage, confidence, discipline, enthusiasm, and willingness to endure the sacrifices and hardship of military duty. So meaning, pag high moral ka, ibig sabihin, all the members of the troops with confidence, with discipline, with enthusiasm, and all those members of the troops have the willingness to endure, to sacrifice themselves and face the hardship of military duty. So, ganun yun. Ibig sabihin, but, meron ding, ibig sabihin, pag mayroong high moral, mayroong tinatawag na low moral din. So, pag low moral ang troops, ibig sabihin, some of the members of the troops, some of the subordinates, ay mayroong lack of discipline, lack of courage, lack of enthusiasm, lack of confidence. So, ibig sabihin, damay-damay na yan. Magiging kayo, ang tawag yan, malulumural kayo lahat. Malulumural yung yung during operation. Unlike if you are in the high moral, so malakas ang persa because lahat kayo doon in terms directly related to of courage. May courage lahat, confidence, discipline, enthusiasm. So yun. High moral kayong lahat. Pag lahat kayo ay mayroong ganong mga traits. Okay. Next. Efficiency. Efficiency, it is the ability to accomplish successfully an assigned task in the shortest possible time with the least confusion. Efficiency requires interest, resourcefulness, and proficiency. It develops pride and the satisfaction of a job well done. Efficiency, yung ibig sabihin nito. So, kung ang troops ay kung ang assign ng mga platoon, sa platoon ang lahat dito ay magagaling. May mga kagalingan. So, in times of difficulties, in times of operation, if you are in troubles, ibig sabihin, diyan papasok yung resourcefulness. Yung kung paano kayo gumawa ng mga paraan on how to succeed in a certain operation. Halimbawa, sa ambush, during your operation, nagkaroon ng ambush ngayon. Now, kung ang mga sundalo ay very efficient, meaning lahat sila ay magagaling, proficiency. So, there is a possibility that they will survive in that situation. So, ganun yun. So, next is salute. The salute is the most important and the most common form of all the military courtesies. It is a time-honored tradition of the profession of arms. Practiced in all military organizations in the world. The manner an individual executes the salute is an indication of his attitude towards his duties as military man in existing state of moral and discipline and his unit. So, meaning to say that the manner you execute the salute ay nagpapakita ng pagiging magalang bilang isang military man in an existing state of moral and discipline in his unit. Slavishly and grudgingly render salute or a childish pretense not to notice anyone to whom salute is due shows neglect or ignorance of the individual duties. Ito naman yung kasalungat, slavishly and grudgingly. Ibig sabihin, yung matamlay na pag-i-execute ng salute, matamlay at parang nangaasar. So, it shows neglect or ignorance of individual duties. His lack of confidence and ability to perform them. Ibig sabihin, sumasaludo ka na parang ano ka lang, yung matamlay nang aasar ka lang. So, you lack of confidence and ability to perform them. His lack of pride in his team and position of a stubborn and defiant character, making him unsuited to cooperate with others in common effort. When you salute or return a salute smartly, clearly mark yourself as a soldier who has pride in yourself and your organization. So, if you will render a salute, dapat with pride ka, snappy. So, paano ka ba mag-render ng salute? So, how to render salute? Smartly. So, kanang kamay lang ang iyong isasaludo, lalagay yung sa dulo ng iyong kilay, yung 4 fingers. Then, 45 degrees yung arms dito. Then, titingin ka sa kung sinong sasaluduhan mo. Titingin ka na hindi ka dapat nakangiti o ano ka, yung parang nangaasar ka. Dapat, chase out ka, press out ka, kumbaga sa dapat tiger look ka pa nga para snappy ka tingnan. So, ganun ang salute. Then, pag sumaludo ka, halimbawa, senior officer, so automatic sasaludo ka. Then, hintayin mong mag-response, saka mo ngayon ibababa yung kamay. Ganun yon. So, by and by, we will discuss more on salute. Then, who and what are entitled to salute? Sino-sino ba yung mga dapat nating sasaluduhan? So, number 1 is the commission officers, both male and female, of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, yung mga commission officers, yung mga baccalaureate degree holders, yung mga professionals, yung mga, for example, professional teachers, yung mga nakapasa sa Professional Regulatory Commission. Yun yung mga commission officers, mga doctors, attorney, yun. Pag na-commission yan, automatic magiging pinakamababa, second lieutenant, first lieutenant, captain, major, yun ang mga commission officers. Automatic, you will render salute. Sa mga naman, dun sa mga tulad nyo, mga kadete pa lang kayo, so, you will render a salute in your cadet officers. Cadet officers, yung mga instructor, yun. Magre-render kayo sa kanila ng salute. Huwag niyong kakalimutan yan. Tandaan niyo yan. Then, the commission officers, both male or female, of the armed forces of the allied nations. Number 3, civilian high officials or foreign dignitaries during military honors rendered for them. Civilian high officers, high officials. For example, the Commander-in-Chief, the President. Saluduhan natin yan. Then, next is the colors in standard not case. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Yung colors. Yung colors ay yung flag natin, yung flag. Sasaludo rin tayo sa flag. Diba? Yung flag, sasaluduhan mo yan. Lalo na, pero pag ah, ito ay nasa ano na, nakatiklop na, hindi ka nasasaludo. Siyempre, nakatiklop na yan. Naka-protective ano na yan, covering na yan. For example, sumaludo ka ngayon sa flag. Anong gagawin mo? Hihintayin mo ba yung response niya? Definitely no, di ba? Kasi ano naman yan eh. He is not a living organism yan eh. So, pag saludo mo, halimbawa, during national anthem, pag natapos na yung national anthem, baba mo na. Ganun yun. Basta sa colors, you are entitled to salute. Next, when to salute. O, kailan ka naman pwedeng sumaludo, di ba? Kailan ka naman pwedeng sumaludo? When reporting to an officer. For example, cadet. For example, you will report to your platoon leader. Your platoon leader is considered as your officer. When reporting, most especially when we are in the field now, kung nasa field na tayo at mayroon tayong formation, yung platoon leader nyo as considered as your officer. That is only during your formation when you are rendering your report. Sasaludo ka doon. Lalong-lalo na doon sa mga cadet officers. Kahit nasaan mo sila masalubong, hindi halimbawa sa campus, pag nasa na tayo, may face-to-face na tayo, may sasaludo kayo sa mga cadet officers nyo. Ganun yun. Meeting an officer. O yan. So, yung mga sundalo ay automatic sasaludo yan kung halimbawa nakakasalubong yung officer, first lieutenant, second lieutenant, automatic yan, sasaluduhan yan. When the national color passes by, ano ba yung mga national color natin? Yung flag. Automatic, saludo tayo dyan. When the national anthem is being played, okay, yung national anthem, halimbawa, naglalakad kayo, yung mayroon ng flag ceremony, at dapat, as a cadet, or as a military, you will render a salute. Then, next is a raising and lowering of flag. Yung pag tinataas na yung flag natin and lowering of flag, render tayo ng salute. Then, after conversing with an officer. So, after conversing with an officer, ibig sabihin ito. Halimbawa, ikaw platoon leader ka. Then, nag-report ka sa yung cadet officer, for example, kay Cadet Lieutenant Roldan. So, nagkaroon kayo ng Cadet Lieutenant Roldan gives an order to you. So, before you leave, ay i-execute ka ng salute. Execute ka ng salute bago ka tumalikod sa kanya. One step backward, then execute salute. Then, tumalikod ka na. Render salute, step ka, patras, one foot, backward, then render salute. So, ganun yun. Halimbawa, tinawag ka ng officer at nagbigay siya ng command. After giving them the command, you render salute bago ka umalis. Kuha. So, dapat tandaan nyo yan, mga platoon leader, saka tayo, mga cadet and cadets. Now, we not to salute. Ibig sabihin, we not to salute. When troops are at work. So, hindi mo na kailangan sumaludo pa. Siyempre, kung may mga nagtatrabaho naman yan, hindi na kailangan. Then, indoors except when reporting to an officers. Indoors, ibig sabihin, nasa loob kayo ng kwarto, nasa loob ng, nasa hallway. But, there is an exemption when reporting to an officer. Halimbawa, nag-report ka sa officer, automatic, magsasaludo ka. Yun, sasalute ka. When carrying articles with both hands or being so occupied to make saluting impracticable. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, nasa lubong mo si Cadet Lieutenant Roldan, nasa lubong niya siya. At ikaw ay may dalang soft drink sa bilaan, hawak mong kamay. Gusto mong siyempre, ayon sa iyong natutunan, ay pag nasa lubong mo yung officer, sasaludo ka. Wag mo nang bitawan yung yung hawak mo para ka sumaludo. Kasi there is an exempted ka na ron. Exemption. There is an exemption. We not to salute. Kasi may hawak ka, occupied yung mga kamay mo, hindi na kailangan sumaludo. Mag-greet ka na lang. Say, good morning ma'am, good morning sir. So gano'n na lang gagawin nyo. Greet na lang kayo. Kasi pag hindi kayo makapagsaludo, pabatiin nyo na lang. Nakuha. Next, when attending to a vehicle. Halimbawa, ay nasa sasakyan kayo at ikaw ay nakasabit pa, nakita mo yung officer mo, kasaludo ka pa ba? Di, siyempre, malalaglag ka, di ba? Hindi na kailangan yun. Saludo ka pa. When meeting a prisoner, prisoner, then, the military personnel in uniform are always required to salute all persons who are entitled to such courtesy whenever they meet and recognize them. Saluting, however, is not necessary when riding public conveyances such as trains and buses or when inside public places such as theaters and restaurants or during situation when a salute is manifestly inappropriate or impractical. So, hindi mo na kailangan magsaludo kung nandun ka sa restaurant o kaya nasa palengke ka, namamalengke ka, nasa lubong mo yung mga officer, may nasa lubong kang officer, senior officer. Hindi na kailangan kasi nandun naman kayo sa palengke, sa sinihan. So, yun ang sinasabi dito. Number 3 is the general rules for saluting. So, mayroon tayong mga general rules. Letter A, saluting distance is the distance of recognition. Usually, it does not exceed 30 paces. The salute is rendered and the hand is held in position until the officer saluted has passed or after the salute is returned. Ibig sabihin, nasa lubong mo yung officer, halimbawa, ang distance ay mga 30 paces siya, mga 30 hakbang. Sa palagay mo, 30 hakbang. So, you will render now a salute until the officer saluted has passed. Halimbawa, nasa lubong mo siya, sumaludo ka na ngayon. Then, dumaan na, nadaanan ka na. So, ibababa mo na. Baba mo na yung kamay mo. Okay? O kaya naman, pag saludo niya, niresponse niya kaagad, so baba mo na rin yung kamay mo. Ganun yun. Then next, the salute must never be rendered in a casual or perfunctory manners, nor with pipe, cigar, or cigarette held in the mouth or in the right hand. It is all rendered at a halt or a walk. If running, a soldier comes to a walk before saluting. When mounted on a horse, he brings the horse to a walk and salute. So yun. So, halimbawa, naninigarilyo ka. Di ka kailangan nasa kanan mo pa yung sigarilyo mo, tapos sasaludo ka, hindi pwede yun. Tapos, yung namang halimbawa, yung mga sundalo naman na tumatakbo at halimbawa, nasa lubong nila yung officers. So, ano sila, habang tumatakbo, maglalakad muna sila bago sila sumaludo. So, ganun yun. Halimbawa naman, at ang nasa kabayo, nakasakay siya. So, halimbawa, tumatakbo yung kabayo, pahihintuin niya. O kaya, lalakad lang yung kabayo ng pwede na siyang sumaludo. Okay, ganun yun. Now, when several are in a group, not in formation, all rise in salute. When in formation, only the commander or the most senior salutes. So, ganito yon. Halimbawa, kayong mga cadet are in a group. In a group kayo. Hindi kayo naka-formation. Nagkukwentuhan kayo, hiwa-hiwalay kayo. Now, dumating yung isang cadet officer. Dumating yung cadet officers. Automatic, tatayo kayo. Tatayo kayo lahat and render salute. Yun yun. Pag hindi naman kayo naka-formation. But, when you are in the formation, only the commander of the most senior will execute salute. While you are in the formation, halimbawa, in platoon kayo, nakaupo kayong lahat. Nakaupo. O kaya, naka-formation kayo. Dumating ngayon yung officer. Yung dumating yung commandant. Anong gagawin ni platoon leader? So, the platoon leader will execute salute. And say, pag sinabi, halimbawa, biglang dumating yung commandant at nakita ng platoon leader, pero hindi nakita ng mga subordinate niya, magsasalita ngayon yung platoon leader. Attention! Sinabi, attention! Pag sinabing gano'n, narinig nyo, attention! So, lahat kayo attention kayo. Halimbawa, nakatikas pahinga. Kaya, attention kayo na, tatayo lang kayo ng naka-attention kayo. Then, the platoon leader will now execute salute. Yung platoon leader lang yung mag-i-execute na salute. That is when you are in formation. Yun. Pero kung kayo, hiwa-hiwalay kayo, lahat kayo ay mag-a-attention. Attention kayo lahat, then render salute. Now, the salute is made whether a headgear is worn or not. So, ibig sabihin, kayo mga kadet, halimbawa, may headgear kayo. Pag nagkaroon na tayo ng trainings sa ground, so naka-headgear kayo, kahit na suot yung headgear nyo, sasaludo pa rin kayo. So, pag nagsaludo kayo na may sombrero kayo, nasa tip lang ng sombrero nyo yung forefinger nyo. Ganun, sa dulo ng sombrero nyo. Tapos, and then, whether you have a headgear is worn or not. So, kahit na wala kayong sombrero, ay gagawin nyo yung pagsasaludo nyo. Okay. A soldier salute an officer if he meets and recognizes him inside a military camp, even though they are both in civilian clothes or with either one of them is in uniform. So, pag nasa lubong nyo, halimbawa, kaming mga sundalo kami, yung mga sundalo, halimbawa, nasa lubong nila, ang kasama ko ay naka-short. Ako, naka-uniform ako. So, babatiin na lang namin siya. Good morning. So, a soldier salute an officer if he meets and recognizes him inside a military camp, even though they are both in civilian clothes or when either one of them is in uniform. When both or each of them are in civilian clothes and they meet outside of camp, a courteous good morning, sir, or other quick greeting will do. So, ganun na lang. Halimbawa, in civilian yung mga kasama nyo, i-greet nyo na lang yung, yung officer nyo, yung senior officer. Morning, sir, or other greetings will do. Ganun yun. Next, the salute is rendered only once if the officer remains in the immediate vicinity and conversation takes place. The junior must again salute the officers when he leaves or dismiss him. Ibig sabihin, halimbawa, sa isang camp kayo, magkakasama naman kayo, nasa lubong mo ngayon yung officer. Di ba, ako sarhento ako, nakita ko yung si lieutenant. Sinaluduhan ko siya sa umaga. Di maya-maya, nasa lubong ko na naman siya uli. Kasaluduhan ko na naman siya. Hindi pwede yun. Kailangan, magkasama naman kayo doon. So, once ka lang sumaludo. Di ba, nagsaludo ka na sa umaga, sa tanghali, baka na sumaludo. But, the junior must again salute the officer when he leaves or dismiss him. Pag kayo, halimbawa, pagpaalis naman pagpaalis na yung officer, si Colonel, halimbawa si Colonel, paalis na siya, at nagpaalam siya, okay, I will go now. O, anong gagawin mo? So, as junior officer, you will render a salute. Ganun yun. Diba, sa umaga, sumaludo ka, pagdating sa hapon, pag pauwi na yung Colonel, saludo ka uli. So, ganun yun. Then, unlike Navy personnel, soldiers never salute with the left hand. When a soldier holds something on his right hand, he transfers it to the left and salute. When it is impractical to burden both hands, he simply greets the officer as he meets in him. So sa Navy ganon. Kung halimbawa ay may hawak yung kanan, ililipat niya sa kaliwa at magsasaludo siya. Ganun yun. At kung hindi naman po pwede at lahat ng kamay at kaliwa kanan may hawak at hindi siya makakapag-execute ng salute, simply na lang gagawin mo, you have to greet the officer. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Yun lang. Then, next, the salute is always executed while looking at the person being saluted. Oh, eto yon. Halimbawa, nag-execute ka ng salute. Nasa harap mo. Doon ka naman nakatingin. Yung sinasaluduhan mo, nasa harapan mo. Gumanon ka. Hindi pwede yun. Ha? It is always best to accompany such courteous gestures with good morning, sir, or some appropriate greetings. Ibig sabihin, nag-execute na ka ng sulot. Sir, good morning, sir. Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Ganun yun, ha? Kailangan, pag saludo ka with pride, snappy, ha? Snappy. Hindi dapat yung matamlay, hindi malamya, ha? Hindi yung nakabaluktot yung kamay, dapat diretso. Ha? With pride. Hindi dapat nakalabas ang ipin. Ha? Ano yun? Then, enlisted personnel salute other enlisted personnel only and formation when rendering reports. So, yung mga enlisted personnel naman ay they will render salute when rendering reports. So, halimbawa, during formation, magre-render siya ng salute doon sa corps commander o kaya sa company commander. Sir, narito pong lahat na pag-alaman. 21 katao narito na pag-alaman. Gaganon. So, re-render ng salute yung enlisted personnel. Yun yun. Next, whenever a soldier is in doubt as to whether a salute is appropriate or not, he salutes. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Halimbawa, malayo pa siya, yung officers. Hindi mo malamang ngayon kung ano siya, kung lieutenant siya, kung second lieutenant, kung first lieutenant siya, colonel, major, hindi mo matawag dito, hindi mo siya makilala, kung sino yung makakasalubong mo. So, nagko-confuse ka. Ang gagawin mo ay saluduhan mo siya. Saluduhan mo. Kahit sino man, halimbawa, malayo pa, saludo ka na ngayon, na hindi mo siya kilala. Then, pag malapit na, makikilala mo siya, halimbawa, sumaludo ka, yung pala sarhento din siya. sumaludo ka ngayon. Wala naman sa'yo mawawala, di ba? Walang mawawala. Malay mo, hindi ka sumaludo, yung pala, kernel pala yun. Di ba? So, you must execute salute in case of doubt. Kasi, wala namang mawawala sa'yo. Di ba? At least, nandun pa rin yung discipline, nasa iyo pa rin. Nakuha. Okay. Okay. Gentlemen and ladies, so, that's the end of our topic. Sana marami kayong natutunan. So, wag niyo kakalimutan yung the most important form in military courtesy is salute. Yun. Kailangan mag-render kayo ng salute. Alam niyo na kung when to salute, who are entitled to salute. Ganun yun. Itanin nyo sa isipan nyo yan. Cadet and cadets, Kasi, ano pala kayo, mga neophytes pa lang kayo. So, kayo mga neophytes pa lang, dapat alam nyo na kaagad yung courtesy. Courtesy and discipline. So, that's all. Thank you.